completely separate, cosmos and creation and gods, all that stuff, self-contained. Now, what they manufacture in this mythos is the spell books of Fistandantilus, right? Now, this is a collection of magical volumes containing accumulated spells, experiments, discoveries, and occult research from one of the most powerful predators of all time. Okay, that's who Fistandantilus is. Man, I'm gonna hook you guys up some. Now that we're on this topic, man, man, I gotta get this to you. Okay, what about? Hang on, what about? Yeah, that's gonna be. I got another one I'm putting on deck for you guys right now. It just occurred to me that this book actually needs discussed, but we're gonna get right into. Let's see. Okay, I'm doing some research. I got some research going on this right now. So the Spellbook of Fistandantilus isn't a single book. No, like the yeah, this is it. Yeah, the Lesser Key. Yeah. Hang on. The Lesser Key. That's the one that I want. The Lesser Key. This is an important book. This is an important book as well. And I'll break that down after we get done working on this Spellbook of Fistandantilus and what this book actually means. So this is a collection of books of accumulated knowledge by a very, very powerful wizard. And we see this. So who was Fistandantilus himself? Well, he was an ancient black-robed archmage who lived during the final years of the Age of Might. This is when magic in this world was at its heights, right? Now, I don't have any of these tombs that I'm going to show. I'm not going to put this stuff in you guys' hands. Like, no way. Like, not any of it, right? Not one single part of it, right? But, okay, so Fistandantilus, like, he was all about, like, blood magic. He's a very powerful immortal sorcerer, maybe the most powerful to ever live. And he had this absolutely calculated mythology about accumulating knowledge. So he wouldn't strictly just murder his victims. He attracted talented young mages. He offered them knowledge and advance and allowed them to believe that they were being selected for greatness and then consumed the very life that made them all valuable. That's how he got stronger. He would lure in. Now, this is very important because nobody knows about this until it's too late. That when you open his book, his goal that he wrote in this book of knowledge is to suck your life energy out and replace and bring him back to life. So he would keep renewing himself. And I think the guy Raistlin actually got suckered into that move, right? The book looks like some normal, like blue-bound textbooks. They're very powerful books, but within them, this is actually the spell books of everything for this creation, right? This is high-level magic. This is, again, dimensional passage. This is the ability to travel through time. This is, extended lifespan. This is life manipulation. Yeah. So this is all the things that we talk about in these other books, right? Like this ability to manipulate life, this ability to ride this boundary between the immortal world and the divine world. Like, this was, and the books were scattered. So by his death, he was very powerful. The books got scattered. With Narf, Fistandantilus. yeah. Fistandantilus, dude, like, he's a scary dude, man. He's a scary dude. That's why they scattered his knowledge around. Now, our figure, Raistlin, finds these books, and now he has, he goes through a test, and eventually, like, he's being plotted on the entire time, because he wants this kid's life force because of your proficiency with magic. The grandeur of the cosmos is a beautiful thing. Now, this book is also key to knowledge, but it shows you some powerful lessons in this book. Let me see if I can get this one here for you. Oh, man, okay. This is going to be a good one, too. Okay, I got to get this one. So, the Book of Fistandantilus, man, like, this is a journey. If you're into, like, a cosmic battle, like a life force battle. This is an old book, man. I read this book when I was a kid, but I think Dragonlance is pretty much still around. It's still, I guess, going reasonably strong. I haven't read it myself in years, but I think it's there. I do think it's. I know it's available, so you can definitely. It's a great battle because they do talk about Cosmos. It's one of kind of a core kind of D&D book, man. It's absolutely a core D&D book. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. But this book itself, man, it's really related to like understanding their world, and it's totally about that cosmic ride. I think you definitely enjoy it. But the price is at your self-destruction. Like a lot of these books, man, they always come along with the cost of your safety or your health or your life force. Because none of this stuff is ever for free, man. And we know that about these books. We know that about these books because we've seen it time and time again. Oh my god! Like I said, I'm telling you guys, this guy. I'm not joking with you guys. Every 4 minutes, I check my phone. This guy. Let's see. You're supporting work. Yeah. Okay. You have to prove it. Okay. Okay. I had to fire back. This guy's just being nonsensical, man. You know how someone's just like he won't give up because he won't give up because he can't. You know how someone's got themselves so deep into an argument that they can't give it up, right? He won't give it up. Despite the fact that, like, I made a comment about Greek culture. I didn't actually make a comment. I took a peer-reviewed study that made a conclusion about an aspect of Greek culture. And I just presented that and said, yeah, this is what this scholarly work says about this particular topic, right? I won't get into the topic. But this guy's coming back and challenging that. And I'm like, okay, if you're saying that this peer-reviewed and published work isn't correct, you have to provide with some evidence of why it's not correct. You can't simply say your opinion of it it's not valid. Like, that's not how it works. The reason that you go to peer-reviewed work is because other experts in that same field have looked at this body of work, and they can find the holes in it. They can find the challenges to it, right? So if something survives that, then we can at least say that it's at the it sits at the peak of our academic world. Like, our academic understanding of this topic at least has some type of consensus. That's not to say that those things can't be and haven't been found wrong later, but you simply start off with proven, and I get it. Like, this is a YouTube channel, so people forget that. Like, I try to not present too much nonsense. Like, some stuff, obviously, we're talking, even when I talk about comic books, man, I like to tell you guys, like, who wrote it, when they wrote it, what was going on. I don't just launch into the stories. I like to be accountable for saying, okay, this is an actual fact. This is Stan Lee. This is Kirby. This is whoever the author or the illustrator. If that information is there, I'm at least looking for that information, right? And I think that's important, especially for a channel like this. Like, I've had this channel for a long time, and I've read a lot of mythology. I've read a lot of different books, and I do try to source. I used to not be like that. I used to be like, oh, I read stuff, I take my own notes, and then I was never really going back to saying where I was hearing ideas from. And now I do that all the time. It makes it a lot easier. And like I said, now I'm making videos about what the sources of my actual conclusions come from, which I think is a fair thing to do, man. It's transparency, right? It's me being honest. Like, it's the highest level. So, for this guy who's jabbering, right? I've already provided you, like, I've provided him every single detail, right? The work itself, the author of the work, where he teaches at, and where you can find the body work. So I don't see what else you would possibly want from me. So when someone just kind of getting to be ridiculous about something and they just won't let it go, like, this is where, and I'm telling you, this guy will probably, you guys can see how rapidly he'll reply to me, man, over something that you can't even, like, substantiate. If you had an actual claim, man, just all you got to do is, like, just tell me the source of what your claim is and give me the opportunity to review it myself, right? But okay, this will be worth it, guys. I got something actually